Project pan update for the current project pan that I'm on. I actually finished this a couple weeks early, which is super awesome for me, but let's see here. I had 4 items that were finished, and let me go over them with you. So the first item, this is the Tarte Smooth Operator micronized clay finishing powder. You can buy a sample at Sephora that's 0.13 ounces for $14. This is 0.07 ounces, so I just marked this as 7. Even though this is more than half, we'll just mark it as 7. I finished this one up in the past week. And then there was the concealer that just had a teeny bit left. It was this Maybelline Mineral Power Concealer in the shade Fair. I had actually taken this apart like I do with my lip glosses and taken out the little stopper thing here. Scooped everything out and put it into this little Ulta, oh, what was this? Just some gel eyeliner thing. So this was finished up pretty quickly, and I purchased this at Big Lots, so I think when I got it, it was $5, so that's what I marked it as, just $5. I'm sure when they came out they were more than that, but that's what it was marked as. And then I had the Revlon Kissable Balm Stain in the shade Precious. This was not my favorite, but you can see on here I marked my how I was using it up on the cap, which is a lot easier than trying to, you know, figure out a different way to like measure it along your finger or something. But this is just the plastic holder right here, so I'm not gonna go in and dig it out. I have well over 100 lipsticks that I would much rather move on to, and this wasn't my favorite by any means, but glad that I finished it up finally. I have about 3 or 4 others that I can move on to now. And then the last item that was hanging on since the last update was this Pink Sugar hair perfume. This was really nice. I'm going to see if maybe there's some kind of a holiday set that's coming out from Sephora or Ulta or something, because I do like this scent, but I'm probably not going to purchase a specific hair perfume. I know that regular perfumes, when you spray them in your hair, they're supposed to be really drying because there's excessive alcohol in like a regular perfume, but this was supposed to have less alcohol, so it was less drying for your hair, because I know a lot of girls spray perfumes in their hair, but I don't usually do that, so it's kind of unnecessary for me to go and purchase this. Anyways, this was $15 from Sephora, so collectively all this stuff right here in the past week that I finished up, it came out to be $36. So I'm going to really quickly go over the other things that I had finished, and then I'll give you the grand total of the items that I had finished in the past 5 weeks. So in the first 2 weeks, for the first update, I finished up the Revlon Nearly Naked powder, and I actually had to repress this into the center when it just had the ring around the edge, so I'll link my video down below on how I did that, because it's a lot easier when you take it from just being a ring around the edge and you put it back into the center, so you can get an even application on your brush to put on your face. So I'll link that down below if I remember. I also finished up the Sonia Kashuk, oh, these have like a 45-mile long name, Shine Luxe Sheer Lip Color in the shade Sheer Pink Lust. So that's what that one looked like. It was a really easy sheer pink shade to wear. These are kind of a similar formula to the Revlon lip butters, but these were super expensive. And then at the next update, 4 weeks in, I had finished up this little Tarte mini lip surgent sample, and it looks like there's, you know, like nothing in here. It wouldn't take very long, but actually there's half of the amount of product in the full-size ones. They have it in this teeny little guy right here. So if you had 2 of these little guys, that'd be the same amount of product as a full-size one. So this was actually a decent amount of product. I also finished this Revlon, not Revlon, this is Maybelline, just the Maybelline lip gloss in the shade Fuchsia Sparks. This was really pretty. I took out the little stopper right here. I saved that so you could see it, and I cleaned every last little drop out of there. I had the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NW20. I think I misspoke the last time and said that this was NW15 or something, but anyway, so I have a video where I take this apart and take the cap off. Somebody said that they'll take them if you damage the top getting it off and to get the rest of the product out, but the girl told me that if you mess up the plastic, like this little part here, they won't take them. It's just like if you melt your MAC eyeshadows and they're all warped and everything, when you depot it, like if you warp this plastic part like here so it won't go back together, they won't, she said they wouldn't take that either. So I don't know, maybe different MAC counters and stores have different thoughts on that, but I have a method that you can take this apart and you don't do any damage to it. So, and there's a lot of product left in there. There's about that much product that won't pump out for some reason. So anyway, I'll link that down below. Finish that up. I had depotted it into this little guy and I finished that up. I had a Urban Decay eyeliner, 24/7 eyeliner. This was in the shade Empire. This was, no, I can't get a swatch. There you go. It's kind of like a bluish purple indigo kind of a shade. I'm not purchasing any more of those. This was a sample of the Laura Mercier Radiance Foundation Primer. I love this thing. I've since purchased the next size up. So if I had 2 of these, it would be the size that I purchased. So there's a lot of primer in here. And then the final item that was in this project pan was the CoverGirl Honeyed Lipstick. And this was just a really beautiful, everyday kind of nude shade. So collectively, with all of those items, it was $128.25 that I have gotten my money's worth from these products in the past 5 weeks. So I'm pretty proud of myself. I think I might wait a couple days before I film the next project pan, just because I'm really gonna have to take a hard look at the items that I want to throw in, because I don't want to have a project pan and end it after 5 weeks again. Like I would like the project pan to go for a good solid 2.5 months or something, 3 months even. So I'm gonna take a couple days before I decide what items I'm picking. But anyway, if you guys have any suggestions on what you'd want to see in a project pan, let me know down below, and I'll link all of my previous videos down there, as well as my video. It's a little bit older, but it does give my top advice and my tips on how to have a successful project pan. So I'll link all that down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.